Hello and welcome to this lesson on social media analytics. We're going to be understanding social media analytics, using analytics to improve strategy and best practices and legal considerations. So let's understand what analytics means. So social media analytics can also be called metrics, and it's the process of gathering data from social media platforms like likes, share, comment, followers growth, etc., and analyzing this data to make strategic decision about social media content and campaigns. So basically, analytics is basically the metrics, like metrics of how your brand is doing on social media, how your content is doing on social media, like, share, overall engagement, overall impression. So now metrics can be broadly categorized into four major categories. We have the vanity metrics. So these are surface level metrics like likes and shares, but don't necessarily correlate with business objectives. So there's also the engagement metrics. This includes comment, shares, and retweets that indicate how actively your audience are interacting with your content. Then we also have the conversion metrics. This tracks the lead to conversions, such as click on a call to action or purchases, like click on the link in bio, you left the link in the comment, how many people clicked on it, how many people visited the website. This kind of metric is basically to track conversion. Then you also have the retention metric. The retention metrics are used to measure how well you retain your audience over time, such as followers growth and churn rate. So you want to know that, okay, today I have 10,000 followers, tomorrow I have 9,000 followers. You know that your audience are dropping. So you want to use this metrics to track, different aspects of your brand on social media. So there are tools for social media analytics, there are platform specific tools, and there are also third party tools. There is Facebook Insights, which is embedded in the Facebook um, business suite, where you can see insights on your page, on how your page is performing if you have a professional page. There's also Twitter analytics, that's X analytics. There's also Instagram Insights, where you can go there and see stuff. There's LinkedIn analytics, and there's also, if you're using YouTube, there's also YouTube analytics as well. They are platform-based tools. So the social media platform has already provided these tools embedded into the platform, where you can see different analytics and use them to craft your strategy. Then you have third-party tools. Third-party tools include Hootsuite, Sprout Social, Google Analytics, Metricool. You have to make sure that you're doing your due diligence in researching about third-party tools. You want to be sure that the social media platform you're going to be using the third party tools are going to work well with them, because there are some third party tools that a social media platform would not support. And if you try to use these third party tools, you can get your account banned or suspended. So you want to make sure that is compatible with the third party tool. So you have to make sure that you're doing your due diligence to make research about any third party tools before you use them, because most third party tools, you will have to sign in into your social media account, and that will notify the platform that you are signing into your account with the third party tool, and it could cause damages. Although there are third party tools that support some platforms, so you have to make sure that you're using the right one so you don't get your page or your social media platform banned or suspended. Now, there are key social media metrics, and these are specific and measurable values that indicate how well your brand is doing on social media. So, the first one we have is likes. Likes basically indicate approval or enjoyment of your content, but they have limited depth in understanding engagement. So, this simply means when you post something, people might like it, and if they like it alone, you can't really measure if they are just liking it because they like the content, or they're just liking it because they know you. It's not an easy metrics that can be used to, it's not that deep for understanding engagement. Shares is another metric. Shares is a metric that shows that your audience find your content valuable enough to share it to their network, increasing reach. So when you see content that has many shares, just know that that content is doing very well. So aside the likes, shares is also a key metric to look at. Then you also have comments. Comments is another key metric to look at. It reflects the active engagement and provide direct feedback from your audiences. You want to add call to action, open-end questions to make sure that your audience are engaging in the comment section, so that way it drives more interaction and also boosts visibility. Reach is another key metric. Reach is simply the numbers of unique users who have seen your content. This metric will help gauge the potential audience size. And we have impression. Impression is the total number of times your content is displayed. So regardless of whether it is clicked or not, it can help you measure the visibility of your content. There's a difference between reach and impression. Reach basically is the number of users who have seen your content. The number of users who have seen your content could be, let's say, 5,000, but the impression could be 10,000, meaning maybe each user that saw your content saw it twice. So that way is measured by how many times the user. So if each user sees the content 3 times, that's how the impression keeps increasing. So it also help you measure, the visibility of your content. So it's not just by the reach. How many times are they seeing the content appearing on their feed? How many times are they seeing your brand on their timeline? Engagement rate is another metrics used to measure how well your brand is doing on social media, and this is calculated by dividing the total engagement, that is likes, comment, and shares, by the total impression. It shows how well your content resonates with your audience. Now, you don't have to do this math. The normal social media analytics usually embeds this engagement rate, especially on Instagram. You find the engagement rate without doing this math to know, how well your content resonates with your audience. Because how it resonates with your audience is that you have to factor in the likes, the shares, the comments. This will all bring a total of the engagement. The saves as well. This will also bring together the engagement rate. Now, how do you use analytics to improve your strategy? The first thing you want to do is to track the performance, which is regularly monitor your metrics to track the performance of your social media campaigns. Create a dashboard to visualize key metrics and trends over time. If your focus is on how the reach of your content, or how many likes, or how many shares, or how many comments, you have to regularly monitor the metrics to see how your content is performing. You also want to identify the trends. You look for recurring patterns in the data, such as specific types of content performing better than, or certain times when engagement is higher. So what kind of content did you post that you noticed that it performed better? Like, people are liking the content, people are sharing the content, people are saving the content. That shows that the content is relatable. And that particular content, what time did you post it? Did you notice that anytime you post content by 9, you get more engagement? You get more engagement than when you post content by maybe 2 p.m. Maybe 9 a.m. is your best posting time. So you have to identify the trends and see what works for your brand. You also want to adjust the strategies, so you can use data insight to refine your social media strategies. So for example, if videos receive higher engagement than images, you want to increase the number of your video content production. So this way you can identify which post has the most engagement and analyze why they are successful. Are they successful because they are videos? Are they successful because they are short videos? Or are they successful because they are long videos? Are they successful because you included captions in the videos? Are they successful? Like, you have to find out why that particular content is doing well and adjust your strategy so that you can do something similar to drive engagement. You also want to apply data-driven insights to your strategy. So you use data to refine your content strategy by focusing on what works best for your audience. Determine the best time to post by analyzing when your audience are most active. Understand which platforms are most effective to your brand. Then you also want to understand metrics and their implication. Metrics like high engagement rate indicates that your content resonates with your audience, while low engagement rate, right, suggests that you need to do better in targeting, or you need to create more engaging content. So you have to make sure that you're paying attention to the analytics, you're tracking the performance. That way you can use it to, you know, improve your strategy.
So let's see how analytics look on LinkedIn. So this is a my LinkedIn account, and I have some pages that I am signed on in. So let's check out this one, 12th Grace Media. I haven't used it in a while. I haven't posted there in a very, very long time, but I want to show you how you can look at the analytics and make informed decisions with it. Okay, so this is the page. I've not posted anything here before. Like as you can see, page doesn't have any post, but I can still check the analytics of this page. So if you go right here at the left corner, you see analytics here. You click on it. Most platforms have analytics, and then this is what it looks like. So as you can see, from June 2nd to July 1st, 2024, I have zero reaction, zero comment, zero repost. If you see the metrics that we spoke about earlier, this is impression. It also has unique views. That's how many people view this page, how many people clicked on a link, what are the reactions like, the comment, the repost. So when you click on each of this, it shows the engagement, it shows the metrics here. So let's say, for example, you click on unique views, it shows all the unique views. It's zero, obviously. So that's why it's showing like that. And if you come up here, also in the analytics, you see visitors. And visitors simply means like the number of people that view the page, the number of unique visitors, the number of people that click the button. So if anybody views this page, when it has to do with visitors, this is the analytics. You could find it. You can even go as far as saying, checking if they viewed it through their desktop or their mobile phone. And if you go to followers, you can see the followers growth here. This is the followers metric. How many people followed the page? How did they follow the page? Was it through a sponsored post or they followed the page organically? You can also see that they have here is the metrics of the analytics of the follower demographic. As you can see, 42% are from Abuja, Nigeria. 14.3% are from Lagos, 14.3 are from Port Harcourt, and that is 1, 1, 1, and 1. Because in total, I have like about 7 followers. So these are where the followers are from. So and these are all the followers here. So if you go to leads, you can also see leads metric. Obviously, there's no leads right now. If you click on competitors as well, you can search for the competitor and see kind of like see their analytics. So that's pretty it for LinkedIn. It's quite easy to use. Just explore LinkedIn. You can also filter the date. Let's say you want to have a particular, maybe from 15 days ago, or you want it to be 30 days ago, or you want it to be custom. You want to check from a particular date to what date. This helps you track to see if your page is doing well or not. And for Facebook page, you can also check the analytics that is built into the application or the software. So if you go to your Facebook page, you will see inside here. You can also check the professional dashboard, but let's just click on insights. When you see something like insights, insights is where you find your analytics and be able to measure your metrics. So right here in the insights is under the professional dashboard. In case you can't find it because sometimes it moves around, you can see this is the page overview. It has like 301 followers in the last 28 days. So this is a post reach, and if you click on this eye icon here to see what's the meaning of the reach, it means the number of people who saw any of your posts at least once. Reach is different from its impression, like I explained earlier, which may include multiple views of your post by the same people. This metric is estimated, okay? Then there's another metric here, which is post engagement, the number of reaction, comments, shares, and clicks on the post. I have about 40 post engagement in the last 28 days and 248 reach in the last 28 days. And the new followers are the number of new followers on the Facebook page, and I have like about 2 new followers. If I click on see details, you see more analytics here. This is reaction. Reaction is people that reacted to a post, and this is 28. Reaction could be likes, yes, this is 28, and comments, 0 comments, shares, 6 shares, photo views, 1, link clicks, 3, and others. This is hide posts, and people that hide my post, nobody did that, and people that unfollowed my page, nobody unfollowed in the last 28 days. So you want to be checking these things to see um if there's any changes. Now, if you also go here and click on content, you can check content analysis. You can check your content analytics, not just for the page. So as you can see, this particular post that I created, and this you can also tweak it here. You can put the last 60 days, last 28 days, last 7 days. This is for the last 90 days. You can also um, arrange it according to the date, the post reach, and engagement. So right here, as you can see, this particular content had about 46 reach and 4 engagement. So you can see the post reach and the engagement on each of the posts that I posted. And if you go to the audience insight, you see the number of followers. Like now, my followers are 34% men and 65% females, and these are their locations. And I have more people from Abuja and Lagos and Ibadan are my top cities, or basically Abuja and Lagos are the top cities that my followers are from. And if I click on country, I can see the countries that my followers are also from. The highest is Nigeria, followed by Zambia, which is 5, but the highest is Nigeria. But as you can see, this is how this works. So if you go down here, so if you go to your business suite, which is going to open up in another page, you can have an in-depth analysis of your insight. Like if you go to insight here in business suite, you're going to see it looking quite different than the other one. So this shows a review of my last week, that's from 22nd of June to 28th June. And they're like, okay, this I published one content, I didn't publish any story, and here I can also set my goals and track how they work and all. And this is my results. This is my Facebook reach for the last week. This is my messaging activity. I didn't have any messaging activity. This is just an overview. Now, if I want to see in depth, I'm going to click on view or inside, and you can see everything has changed. Like the whole dashboard has changed, and now here you can have more in-depth insight on what is going on your page, and you can see if it's growing or if it's not. Now these things are showing green because they are doing well. If you see anything like red, it means that the page is dropping, the engagement is dropping. Now let's just have a quick overview. Now this is the reach. The reach is, like I explained earlier, it counts the number of times people saw my post organically or through paid, and this is 248 times. And compared to, if I click on highlight on this, compared to 7th of May to 3rd of June, it went up by 629%. Now also my videos, this is 4th June to 1st July, compared to 7th May to 3rd June, it went up by 300%. So this one is 0%, nothing changed in the 1 minute view. The minutes viewed, it went up by 40%. Then content interaction is the number of likes, reactions, saves, comments, shares, replies on content. This also can be linked to engagement. So my engagement went up by 371% from 4th June to 1st July, compared to 7th May to 3rd June. And you can see the reach breakdown. This is my followers. My followers grew to 46 compared to 7th May to 3rd June. So you can see right here, this is a breakdown, is the reach. And then also I got engagement from non-followers, which is 203. That's 3.3k percent. It went up. So if I scroll down, this is also going to see my audience. I have 301 followers, and that means I gained extra 1 follower in the last month. And returning viewers, I have 0 returning viewers. Now this is a problem because you want to know why your viewers are not returning. So you can see this can help you track your engagement. This is engaged follower. This followers growth rate is also 0% in the last 14 days. If I click on see more, I can have more details on, okay, I have 1 person unfollowed me and I have 1 person followed me back. So you can see here returning viewers in the last 28 days, 0. Engaged followers, I have 0. Nobody's engaging at this time. So you can see that down here, these are the most active times. So if I want to post on my page, this is trying to tell me that based on my last 28 days, these are the active time for posting. So my followers are active at this time. So if I want to get them, I can post at this time for that. Then if I click here, this is for Wednesdays. If I say, okay, what time are they active on Mondays? is going to change. So you can see it's going to change. So it's also going to give you an overview here that the majority of your followers are active on Facebook around 12 p.m. PST on Mondays. So this information would help me figure out, oh, this is a great time for me to post my content. And if I want to post on Sundays, I can also tweak that, and it's saying, okay, around 9 a.m. PST on Sundays, that's when they're active. So you can see that analytics helps you track how your page is doing, and helps you to even do better in your in managing your page. Then okay, also in audience, there if you go to segment, you see different segments here. People who engage with your Facebook page. This insight is not available at the moment. Then if I want to check on demographic, and I can also see the ages of people that followed my page, and the highest is 25 to 34, which are people following my page, like we also saw earlier. This is just a more detailed breakdown. You get a more detailed breakdown in Business Suite than in the normal Facebook app. There's the towns, and these are the top cities that they are from. Then this is potential audience. So I have a potential audience of this amount. It's 40,200,000, and they're just trying to tell me that I should run ads so that I can reach more people. So that's something that you can be open to. And they're telling me that, oh, these are top pages. This is Emanuela. This is top countries. This is top pages. This is Emanuela. This is AY comedian. They're just trying to show me the top pages, and how I can be able to build my page to reach them. Okay, so just go ahead and check out other parts of the analytics. If you see other part of the analytics, you can check them out here. Then right here, in benchmarking can be used to compare your business with other business. So it's to compare your performance like with other people. So you can use benchmarking to do that. Then if you want to do the content overview of your insights, you can also have an in-depth content overview. Like as you can see, images are doing more, links are also doing well, videos are doing well, audios are doing well because I've not posted any audio, and then other posts. So what this simply means is median post reach per media item. Median post reach per media item simply means the metric for organic and paid distribution of my post. So I can find that here on my Facebook post, and I can also have the analytics. I can also see the analytics on my story. I've not posted any story in the last 90 days, so that's why everything is 000. So if I go to content overview as well, I can be able to see my analytics for content, how many seconds did they view the video, what is the average watch minutes, what is the impression. So all this information, I can use it to create better content, and I can also use it to see which content do my audience prefer more. So yes, that's pretty it for Facebook. So go to Business Suite or Meta Business to check out your page insights to be able to make more informed decisions. So for Twitter, if you're not subscribed, you would not be able to get access to the more detailed analytics, but you can use the free one. Okay, so this is a picture I posted a couple of months ago, or over a year ago in December. As you can see, this image has about 27 views, and if I click on view post engagement, I can be able to see insights about the post. There was no quotes, nobody quoted the post, there was no repost, and the number of likes was 2 likes. Okay, so if I go back, and if you want to see if your post is doing well, all you need to do is to view the engagement. So keep viewing the engagement of your post so that you can know what post is doing better and how you can make it better. Let me give you an example of seeing other people's insight. For example, this post was made by Pastor Pojo Oyemade. This post was made by him. If you click down here, you can see his insights. He has 2 comments, 64 reposts, 139 likes, and he has 4.6k views. So do you see? You cannot see in-depthly, but you can see that this is there. So if you don't have a subscription plan on Twitter, you won't be able to have that in-depth insight. Okay, then for TikTok, when you go to your TikTok profile, you can be able to also see your analytics, but your account has to be switched to a business account, a professional account, before you be able to see your analytics. So if you click on hover over your picture on your profile, you go to business suites. It's almost like Facebook business suites, but this is TikTok business suite. So here you can see more details about your page and how your content are doing. So right here, okay, right here is my analytics. For the last 7 days, I have 000 because I've not posted anything in months. Okay, so I'll have like 000. But if you've posted something, you'll be able to see something up here. If I click on last 90 days, you see that I actually don't have much as well. I've not posted here in a very long time. But this is where you find your analytics of new followers, new likes, new profile visits, new video views. This is in the last 30 days as well. I don't have anything there. Then this is like a scheduler where you can schedule your posts, but we're not going into that. If you click on view more to see more in-depth insights, you can see your reach. Like this is my reach. This is the number of video views I have, the reached audience, the profile views, then engagement, how many likes, how many shares, how many comments, what is the conversion like. I don't have all these things here because I have not used TikTok in a while. Plus, I just switched to a business account not too long ago. So it will take a while for me to, get my analytics. But this is where you can find pretty much this is the conversions as well. So if you want to download your data, you can click on this link here to download your data. Then if you want to see your audience analytics, you can also come here to see that I don't have any new followers. I have a total of 14 followers. This is the number of accounts reached, 0 engaged audience. So if you pay attention to this plus zero, so just pay attention to it. That will help if your page is doing well. And then of course look out for the colors. When it's green, it looks great. When it's red, it's not doing so great. So also the gender and age data cannot be found. The top countries and top cities and activities cannot be found as well because like I rightly stated, I just switched to a business account not too long ago. So it has to take a while for this information to come together. And as well, you can also download the data here, and you can also customize how the dates for when you want to see the inside. So if you go to videos under the analytics as well, you also see details about the videos. You see in under these details, you see all the videos here. You see the views, and you know the one that is doing well, and so it can help you maybe create something similar or optimize your strategy to be able to involve all of this together. So for Instagram, you can check your Instagram analytics from your mobile app. Just click on this icon here, then go to insights. And when you go to insights, you're going to see your insights here, an overview of your insight. This is for the last 7 days, just like other social media platforms. You can change it to maybe the last 14 days, the last 30 days, or you can even just customize it by saying, okay, you want it to be from maybe 5th of June to 19th of June, and then you can update that. So you can just customize it the way you want. So we're just going to leave it for the last 7 days and update. So this is from June 26th to July 2nd. So in this overview, if you click on account reach, it's going to expand. This is the total number of accounts reached in the last 7 days. As you can see, this plus 3.5% is saying that it went up. The followers went up, and then engagement from followers went up, and engagement from non-followers also went up by plus 87.5%. So you see, even non-followers and so my post reached more non-followers than followers, which is a good thing. And then the impression has plus 22.8%, which is a good it's a good number. When you start seeing anything red, just know something is up. But when it's green, it looks great. So if I click down and see my content by content type, so normal stories, this is the number of engagement I have for normal post. Then for stories, this is the number of engagement I have for stories. Then for reels is the number, and for videos is the number I have. Then what it means is that this light blue signifies that they are from followers, and this signifies that they are not from non-followers. That's what it means. So if I scroll down also, I can see my top content. Okay, this content is doing pretty well. You can also check to see all the content so that you can know the one that is doing well, and you can create, something similar, like we talked about the content strategy. So then this is profile activity. I have like 50 people visited my profile in the last 7 days, which is good. So then if we go back to the dashboard, and you see, sorry, I was talking about Richard as well, not engagement. Sorry about that. Then if you go to engagement, this is engagement here. This is the total number of accounts that are engaged. So for engagement, this is my post. My post had 91 engagement from followers, mostly from followers than non-followers. And as you can see, it has this amount, this percentage for followers and this percentage for non-followers. And why it's showing plus 100% here is because in the last 7 days, this is really good engagement from non-followers. So as you can see, also the top content as well, this has the highest engagement in the last 7 days. And then the content interaction, this has like 51.2%. It went up by 51.2%, which is good. Then the post interaction, I had like about 144 likes and 23 comments in the last 7 days. These are my two top posts for the last 7 days. In the last 7 days. And also the reels, this is the interaction for the reels, this is the interaction for the videos and likes, right? And you can also customize the date here as well for the engagement. Then if I also go to followers, I also see the total number of followers. Under here you see the overall followers again in the last 7 days, which is 3. Then the number of new followers, 6. Then number of unfollows, 3. Then down here, these are the top cities that my followers are from: Lagos, Abuja, Sokoto, Port Harcourt, and Ibadan. Okay, and then the top countries are Nigeria, United Kingdom, United States, Ghana, and Canada. Then for the age range, for all of them, I had the highest number of my followers, like the age is 25 to 34. Then for men, is more specific to, for men is the same thing, and for women it's pretty much the same thing. Then for gender, I have more women followers than men followers. As you can see, 69% male, and then 30% are 69% are women and 30% are men. So then also the posting active hours. So this simply means what time is the best time for me to post, what time are my audience active. This is by hours. So on Mondays, this is the most active hour. I think is 6 p.m. 6 p.m. is the most active hours, active time for my audience on Mondays. On Tuesdays, it's also 6 p.m. On Wednesdays, it's also 6 p.m. On Thursdays, it's 6 p.m. On Fridays, 6 p.m. So as you can see, 6 p.m. How you would know is the levels of this chart is how you know which is the most active time. Okay, then if I go to Sundays, this is the days of the week that my audience, so it's really close, so you have to look closely to the chart, and I can see that my most active days for my audience is Friday, just a little bit, but the range is that the range is actually similar across all the days. Okay, that was what it simply means. Then yeah, that's pretty it for the insights. Then if you want to see like specific content, like for example, I want to see how this reels is doing, and this is the content, all I need to do is to go to view insights here. When I click on view inside, I can see inside of the particular post, I can see that it has about over 300 plays, 30 likes, 4 comments, 2 shares, and 1 saves. So I scroll down and I can see that this is the number of reach. It reached 62.7% of followers and 37.3% of non-followers. And this is the plays, the initial plays, this is the watch hours, and this particular video had, this is the number of the reels interaction, the likes, the comment, the shares, the save. Then nobody visited my profile from this particular reel, so you can tell that this reels did averagely normal.
And what are the best practices and legal considerations? So always use data ethically and respect users' privacy. Avoid sharing sensitive data and adhere to platform guidance. guidelines ensure transparency with your audience about data collection and practices. So do not use the data that you collect from this social media platform for dubious purposes. Make sure that you're just using it to, track your metrics and make informed decision. You're not using it for dubious purposes. You also want to stay updated with latest trends and changes in social media analytics tools. Continuously test and iterate your strategies based on new insights. From social media and insights would keep updating. They could add more features that could help you track. So you have to stay updated to know how to use this, and also how to iterate your strategies based on the new insights. You also want to understand and comply with data privacy law in your country, obtain the necessary consent from users before collecting and using data. So let's say you want to use maybe data that is not exactly from the inside, maybe you want them to fill a form or something to be able to get insights. You make sure that you are complying with the data privacy law in your country. Now, each social media platform have specific guidelines for data usage. So violating their policies can result in penalties, including being banned from the platform. So, like I explained earlier, using third-party tools, automated tools to scrap data from platforms against their terms can result to account suspension or legal action. So make sure that you're doing the right thing so you don't get your account banned or suspended. So that is it for this lesson. I'm going to see you in the next one.